Working, nigga. DJ E-Dub.
These niggas be on weird shit. Well, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I-70, 75 interchange, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the Valley Vistas. You know what I'm saying? Slash back streets, slash hillside, all that, you know, however you know the area.
It's the Street Network, bitch.
I grew up in a decent home though, you know what I'm saying? Like my mama did what she could for us, you know what I'm saying? She was always working and going to school. You know, my dad, he was on drugs and stuff, but he was still active in my life, you feel me? Like he did what he could with what he had, you know? But yeah, I grew up in a Christian family because on my dad's side of the family, like my grandfather, he was a pastor, and yeah, I grew up just like any other regular kid. And then, you know, in my city, in Dayton, you feel me, when I was a kid, the gang element really wasn't that strong, so we just basically just went on neighborhoods and stuff like that, you feel me? Like, motherfucker didn't have that disadvantage like the gang element, because that's that bring that's a whole nother element added to the struggle, you know? So yeah, I ain't grew up in no gang. I ain't, you know, where I'm from, we rep hoods. Feel me? Like, we rep hoods.
For real, been our kid in this bitch, X-Real, the gang, QC, the army, you know what it is.
My family life was cool. Like I said, my mom, you know, she did what she could. You know, taught me respect. Taught me, you know what I'm saying? Taught me how to do everything I know how to do for real. Like as far as, I just take care of myself, you know what I'm saying? So I had two brothers, one sister, you know what I'm saying? One of my brothers, he dead. Like, he a whole nother monster. I'm gonna do a documentary on his ass. No cap, but yeah, like I was the baby, and they was a lot older than me, so I kind of didn't grow up. Like my sister, she's 6 years older than me, and then my oldest brother, he 11 years older than me. So you feel me? Like we wasn't hanging out or nothing. Like it was like I grew up in a whole generation after them type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like the generation behind them type shit. So that was kind of like why I was so impressionable by the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like just that whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Like at one time I felt like the hood was my family, you know?
That's why I try without my power not to run into you. Plus you ran through like hallways and track.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been down there. I've been rapping all my life for real. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when I was a kid, you know, we used to be in the hood, smoking bud, freestyling off the music we was listening to. You know what I'm saying? So we would, you know, shit like that. You know, like we was. But I was always good. Plus, like I said, my grandfather was a pastor and all that, so I grew up in the church. Like my whole dad's side of the family can sing, everybody. So I was already kind of musically inclined a little bit, if that makes sense. So when I went to jail on my first bit, you know what I'm saying? Damn. Okay, alright, look, when I went to jail on my first bit, like I was in that motherfucker bored, writing songs, like just doing stuff. But the shit was hard though, you feel me? So, and people in there was telling me, you know what I'm saying, like, everybody know that in this town where they know I be doing the rapping shit, so look, so I get out and you know, I knew I was cool. I knew I could rap and all that, right? So I get out. One of my older niggas in the hood, you know what I'm saying, as big bruh. Shout out Mike too, but like one day we out there and shit by the stove. Like he was freestyling shit because he really like a rap head, like a hip hop nigga for real. Eddie be trying to rap though, like, you know what I'm saying? So so I spit, man, the song, I remember the name of the song and everything. It was called I'm trying to get my roll on. You know, that was around the time, big time to drop that, everybody get their roll on. So it wasn't a spin off of that per se, but that was probably what was motivated the name of that song. But man, he heard some of that song to the point where, shit, man, we went to the studio like within the next few days. Like he paid for a beat, he paid like Ed did. You know, this was back. Everybody wasn't having studios in their house and all that. Just like it was real studios. Motherfuckers was charging real studio time and shit like that back there. So, man, in a way, I kind of feel like I regret not taking that shit serious because look, this how serious it got. Man, this nigga told Mike told me like, man, I'm gonna give you $100 for every song you write, but it gotta be 16. They gotta be 2 16-bar verses, and they gotta have a hook, and the shit gotta make sense or whatever, you know. So, man, I'm like shit. I'm so pressed on just trying to get the free hundo. Like, shit, I'm writing the songs not knowing that I'm damn near perfecting my craft type shit because the shit was so easy to me. And every time I wrote a song, the man gave me $100, man. Like Mike, the one who really made me believe. Like he was the first one to believe in me on that rap shit. Like, man, I swear to God, bro, that nigga told me like I could be the hardest in this shit. On life though, like he told me that though, and I really feel like that's the truth for real. Like I ain't even gonna bicker with you, like. But yeah, Mike the one baby knew I could rap though.
Washed it off now, shine.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been to prison. Shit, look, I've been to prison 6 times, right? But I got 5 numbers. Like, man. You can look me up, shit. I got a host of charges, everything from burglaries, the robberies, the dope cases, the goddamn intimidation of witnesses, all type of dumbass shit. All type of dumbass shit for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you live and learn from that shit though. But I ain't gonna lie, out of all the motherfucking bits I did though, that last bit, that was the one that did it though. For one, I was the oldest I was back pains and shit. Man, shout out Big Led, bro. And I was in the big house. Like, I wasn't just like, you know, like all that shit, the penitentiary, but Led, all my niggas that have been in Led, if you know, my Led fucked up. And it was gangland in that bitch. And like I said, I ain't in no gang. So what the fuck was I supposed to do? Luckily, I was just, man, I ain't gonna lie. That Led, that was most exciting bit. I got money in that motherfucker, all type of shit. Like, not no big shit, but I made a couple dollars in that motherfucker though. That's a fact. I mean, I got regrets, but like Jay-Z said, man, you gotta learn to live with regrets. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there'd be times where I'll be thinking like, damn, if I would have did this. See, me, I be saying some shit in college dorms instead of prison dorms. You know, I wish I would have been laying up in college dorms, you know what I'm saying? Getting an education and shit like that. But, you know, like just not taking advantages of different opportunities I was presented with throughout life, you know what I'm saying? Man, I wasted a lot of time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my regret. All the time I wasted, man. I think I wasted about, like, for real, like on my intro, you gonna see, like I say, was that the intro? It was either the intro or the outro. I said 7 times 2 type shit, 14 years, like off and on, like lost just, and motherfucker ain't gonna never be able to get back. That's why I don't give a fuck about, I mean, of course we all care about money, you know, but, and that's what everybody doing this shit for, but I'm saying I don't care about money because you can always get money, you know what I'm saying? Time, you ain't getting that shit back. And that shit just dwindling by the second, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta value your time. So if I give a motherfucker my time, like, that's me showing love because shit, time, like, but I ain't got time to be wasted playing with a motherfucker. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, my regrets is all the time that I done wasted in this shit. My goals, man, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know for real, man. I just want to go to the top. I just want to get to the top. And for real, this shit really organic for real because, first of all, I'm just really doing this shit really just out of hobby, for real. Like how people like to go fishing and do different shit, like play fantasy football leagues and put together model cars and stuff like that, you know? Like, so I like to do music, man, and it shit be sounding good. So that was just always just been something I like to do once I learned that I could do it, you feel me? So that's why I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it because, and I just feel like it's a lot of people out here that's upset with me that I ain't do nothing with that shit. So I'm just doing it because it really ain't nothing to do, man. I'm just doing it, man. Like, just gonna see what it's gonna do, man. If it do something, it do something. My mission statement, man. Yeah, long live my nigga Dolph, man. But like him and Glock got a song on that Dumb and Dumber 2. What you see is what you get, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my mission statement, man. With me, what you see is what you get, man. I'm like, I keep my whole the part of the play that I want you to see. I keep it transparent. You feel me? Transparent, like I ain't above letting the motherfucker know how I feel. Like, I need to work on that, but that's some lame shit for real because a motherfucker really ain't never supposed to know what you thinking. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be displaying that type of shit, that's really bitch shit, and I do that a lot. I've done that a lot, you know what I mean? But I'm about to get that together though. But yeah, my mission statement is what you see is what you get, man. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you put yourself in the position to see, that's what the fuck you go get. So, yeah, what you see is what you get, man.
It's the Street Network, bitch.
Yeah, man. Thoughts and Visions, man. Coming, man. October 29th, man. is here, man. It's just some light shit. It really ain't even nothing. I mean, it's something. It's something because of the time we put in it, but that was the only investment. Like, it was really beautiful. Like, it was really crazy. And the whole story of how this shit even transpired is just crazy within itself. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And shout out my nigga Pappy, man. You feel me? But yeah, man, like, for sure, man, like, thoughts and visions, man. Different thoughts and different visions of my life, man. Like, or just, you know, yeah, like visions of shit that I might want to see or do, you know what I'm saying? Just a light bike, man. I got a bunch of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I like this shit. We just, you know, I'm about to be on all platforms, bro. Fuck with it. Yeah. Shit, that should be it.